After one last mad dash to get the transmission and clutch upgraded for Goodwood Festival of Speed, MADMAC is ready to be revealed. But with the whole world watching, will the aim of being the world's wildest drift hypercar be fulfilled?
Today is the reveal day, so we actually get to finally pull the covers off MADMAC. Yeah, then all the pressure is off. Well, actually all the pressure, I don't know, it kind of feels like it was off yesterday. It was crazy to just have that moment that we had it in place, had the cover on. This afternoon we'll be actually be able to have this thing making noise and ripping up the hill, so let's go. You never know, coming to an event like this, whether people are going to love it or hate it. They might be like, mate, he just took the soul out of the Mclaren. 10 o'clock we're revealing over at the... I'll be there. Okay. Cool, okay, we've got one. Under the camo cover. Whoa!
Welcome everyone to the Lanzante stand and the opening of Goodwood Festival of Speed. At the centre here, we have what is the flagship of McLaren's cars this year.
Goodwood Festival of Speed is the benchmark, it's the pinnacle, it's the priority one event in our calendar. From the demonstrations, the championships we're chasing, the world records, this is the ultimate entertainment.
Okay, without further ado, Your Grace, if you'd like to do the honours. Mike, do you want to go down and fire it up?
You guys ready? Yeah! Fire in the hole! There we have it, MADMAC has been revealed. It's released to the world. We can now stop telling everyone that they can't take photos. Yeah, now it's time we can get this thing off the stand tonight and then start shredding some rubber and entertaining. So that little drive destroyed our clutch. I'm just gonna let it all cool down and then see if we can get it out of first. It's like jammed in there. But then when I kind of let the clutch out, then it tank went in and then it was all right going. So I just thought I'd just let it cool down.
Yeah, well that's what it would be, too hot.
Yeah.
You can't do that to it.
Well, there's no other way I could have driven it over unless I go twice as fast with bloody no clutch.
Goodwood already appears to be putting the fresh transmission to the test. Mike's enthusiastic use of the clutch during low-speed movements around the pits has shown just how critical it is to keep temps as low as possible or risk further damage. As the drift superstar and clear fan favourite at Goodwood, MADMAC is now in high demand. And it turns out that he's just as talented on the fashion runway as he is on the raceway.
Brad Pitt. Who? Mikey Lauder.
And he gets to spend some time with some of the greatest motorsport brands in the world.
We've got Sierra Tango Echo. He's going to do some artwork. So he's the one that did the Ken Block portrait. Incredible freaking talent. So what an honour to have him. He's going to do 2 lots. He's going to do some artwork over on Lanzante's stand, and then he's going to do some artwork over here. So first run up the hill actually for MADMAC. So nerves are starting to probably kick in. They really start to kick in on the start line. Yeah, it's crazy because Goodwood, the hill climb itself, just the amount of people, there's no room for error. It's the most wild, crazy hill climb. It's so narrow, it's so fast. You got the flint wall, you got hay bales. You know, we've caught hay bales and stuff on fire, but we got the fans here. That's why we do it. And yeah, gonna go out there, scare myself a little bit and have some fun with it. And I gotta get suited up actually before I get told to hurry up. Alright, it's going on to limp. That oil pressure. Went into limp mode, burnt the clutch out. It was like, this is the most embarrassing shit I've ever done. With Thomas in the passenger seat, but he loved it. I mean, we still got a fast run up the hill, we just wasn't drifting. Yeah, we'll just tow it down. If I got to stop, then I'm It was freaking fast while it lasted. So we had a clutch issue by pretty much the time we got to the house. We had an oil pressure drop, which then put us into limp mode. We just did what I could, managed to get to the top of the hill. When I went to go put the foot on the clutch, just to like let some air in to let the clutch cool down, it started a fire. So all of a sudden the thing was on fire. And so that's obviously, it's blowing fluid in somewhere. And now my clutch goes to the floor. So hopefully the clutch plates are not fully burnt out, but either if it's in there where the pressure release bearing is, we're still gonna have to pull the whole gearbox out. So another all-night mission looks like is ahead for the team. So, man, this car is really freaking working us. It's probably another pizza night on pizzas and Red Bulls, and we'll just continue Goodwood Festival of Speed, man. And we're building one off, so it's a good time.
It's all hands on deck as Mike's crew scrambles to diagnose how it all went so wrong during the first run and remedy the issues, while the team pulls apart the gearbox and discovers just how damaged it is. Mike meets fans, signs autographs and takes selfies with the Goodwood faithful.
So I went into limp mode, so whoop back, and then it just stalled. I'm like, obviously the frustrating first run of it going into limp mode and then me getting all bloody aggressive on it and frickin' blew the clutch to pieces. Fortunately, Dean has arranged a helicopter to pick up some parts for us. So we're going to the helicopter pad and we're going to pick up our parts. The crazy thing is, we flew 26.5 hours in cattle class at the back of the bus and our clutch arrives in a helicopter. So the helicopter's literally going to fly and I'm going to run out and grab the clutch. Right, you're a legend, man. Can we go for a quick lap? Thank you. All right, now we can go get MADMAC back on track.
With a long night of repairs ahead and an even longer weekend of drifting expected on track, work begins immediately on swapping out the old broken clutch for the new one, with the team doing whatever it takes to get it fitted into the gearbox.
See how the fingers sit up?
Yeah.
Look where your fingers are. They're all broken down.
Yeah.
It's completely destroyed it. It's got so much heat in it that everything's just melted.
Yeah. We physically have the lowest ratios to be as slow as possible in this thing now, and it's still not enough for walking pace. And so just driving from the Lanzante booth last night over to here is what's actually cooked the clutch. Obviously this run today, then just absolutely giving it a beating, has destroyed the clutch. We need to build because now we've been towing it, we need to build a sick as tow cart just for MADMAC. We've got some KFCs on the way.
Oh, no way. Okay, boys, carry on working.
It was loud even with these arms. It was when it like kicks, it would be like you feel it in your heart. Get on the ground.
Yeah, so run 2, we'll see if we can get further than the house this time. So boys, obviously we did a late night last night. We missed the ball dinner, but we're gonna go and send it.
An uncharacteristically quiet trip for MADMAC, which Mike soon rectifies.
Being scared is a good thing. It's overcome your fears. You good? You want to come sit in it? You got it, man. This is what it's like. I'm a little bit scared when I'm driving this thing too. It's a great thing to find your balance between fear and a bit of adrenaline. What about for the young fella? I think that's probably the fastest run I've done up the hill. Yeah, 100 days. Then we're here, we made it to the top. It's pretty freaking crazy to think what we created. I mean, we've still got a long weekend ahead. We've got another run this afternoon. It's only Saturday. Every run I do, I get more confident in the car. Every run I do a little bit more to get a bit more in trouble. So by the last run on Sunday, where I'm getting in a lot of trouble and hoping that I get an invite back for the following year.
At long last, a relaxed and peaceful morning. With MADMAC taking a well-earned rest after yesterday's successful run up the Goodwood hill climb, Mike and the family take the opportunity to experience the joy of the festival.
The perks of Goodwood is the nostalgic merchandise, freaking incredible paintings, parts off cars like canards. Gives me lots of ideas of maybe I should start selling some of the broken parts off all our cars. This place for about the last 8 years have had the 787B one that's got actually signed by all the drivers as well. And it's here every year and I'm like, I'm gonna buy that this year. No, next year I'm gonna save up. Amazing, we finally own this artwork. I've been coming in for 10 years. I'm glad it's going to be off your wall now. And
I'm glad it's going to someone who would appreciate it.
Yeah, awesome, man. Thank you so much. So that was New Zealand dollars, right? Yeah. Cheers, burger. Now this is the driver's lounge where everyone gets to kind of come and hang out. No cameras, but we're just hiding up here in the corner. But it's a cool place to meet some pretty cool people, not just drivers. We've had Keanu Reeves, we've seen Goldberg, we've met quite a few celebrities up in here. Here's our medallion. So you get these sick, I got a lot of these now, I got like 10 different ones. Cool bit of memorabilia for each year. Being in the driver's lounge. Now to hang out with some pretty amazing drivers and celebrities.
Free rider.
I want to turn.
Big passion.
It's just, everything's just a spectacle for people to watch, and it's cool to see the different classes, the variety of cars and genres of motorsport. Like I say, man, it's why Goodwood is #1.
With one final lap of the iconic Goodwood driveway, MADMAC leaves its mark upon this year's event and the crowd, with his signature vehicle and manoeuvres that only Mad Mike and the Mad Lab team could produce. It certainly wasn't an easy journey across the 100-day build, but in the end, nothing was going to stop Mike from completing such an ambitious and incredibly unique project. It was a huge feat involving Kiwi ingenuity, a huge amount of passion, and the maximum amount of energy. And that's not the only reason they have to celebrate.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Goodwood!
2024 Goodwood Festival of Speed. That's a wrap for MADMAC. It's now back under covers, ready to go to its next destination. Where that is, you'll find out pretty shortly. But yeah, I got to thank everyone, the team. Man, still just wrenching on this thing. Just an incredible turnout of fans. This was really epic to be able to have our own merchandise booth this year and be able to share it with Red Bull Racing, celebrating their 20 years of Formula One and just enjoying Goodwood Festival of Speed and all the fans. So thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.